Hello my dear viewers. In this video, we will explore some fascinating topics. Who is Para Brahman, the antiquity of Sanātana Dharma, and the first teacher of the Sanātana Dharma. We will also discuss the birth and lifespan of the Brahmā Deva, Lord Śiva, and Mahāviṣṇu, the importance of Saṅkalpa Mantra, and the detailed genealogy of the Maharshi Vālmīki. Along with this, we will also learn the name of Maharshi Vālmīki's mother and understand how Maharshi Vālmīki is related to Brahmā Deva and who is Prachīnabarhiṣ, how Prachīnabarhiṣ is related to Maharshi Vālmīki. Let us start. Dear viewers, first one, Para Brahman. The Para Brahman is the Supreme Soul and the absolute reality that transcends time, space, and the causation. It is beyond material and mental existence, formless, which means nirguna, infinite, eternal, and unchanging. According to the Shvetasvatara Upanishad, the Para Brahman is explained as below. I take refuge in the Supreme Para Brahman, the first teacher of Sanātana Dharma. It was who created the Brahmanical order, who first taught Brahma and gave him the Vedas, and who reveals the knowledge of the self. He is indivisible, inactive, peaceful, pure, and the supreme bridge to the immortality. Burn away the ignorance like a fire consumes fuel. He alone eternally rules this universe, the immortal self, established in his own power, all-knowing, and the protector of the world. For his sovereignty, there is no other master, no higher source of leadership or kingliness. He is the creator and the knower of the universe, the warmth of the self, the controller of the time. He is the possessor of all qualities, the lord of Prakriti and the individual soul, the master of the gunas and the cause of bondage, balance, liberation. All the beings and the modes of nature are his servants. He dwells in a fire, in a water, and in all things. There is no other path to liberation apart from him. Thus the scriptures declares that Supreme Lord is the first teacher and who gave the wisdom of the Vedas to the Brahma. According to the Bhagavata Purana, I bow to the Bhagavan Vasudeva. I meditate on the Supreme Truth from whom everything is born, in whom all rests, and into whom everything dissolves. He is fully conscious, completely independent, and the source of all. It was he who imparted and revealed the Vedic knowledge into the heart of Brahma, the first-born being and sage. Even great rishis are bewildered by his divine Maya. The universe, composed of fire, water, and earth, appears really but is ultimately illusory. Only by his own light is this illusion dispelled. Upon that supreme truth I meditate. According to the Kathopanishad, there is neither the sun, nor the moon, nor the stars shine, nor does lighting or a fire. Everything shines only by that supreme light, and by his illumination, the entire universe becomes manifest. According to the Chandogya Upanishad, all this is Para Brahman. Everything arises from Para Brahman. Everything is sustained by the Para Brahman, and everything ultimately returns to the Para Brahman. Thus, Para Brahman is the eternal, unchanging reality beyond decay and death. According to the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, that which was, is, and will always be the eternal self is a Para Brahman, Mahāviṣṇu. According to the Bhagavata Purana and the Vishnu Purana, before the creation of the universe, only Sri Narayana, who is also known as Mahāviṣṇu, existed. He reclined upon the endless water of the Karana Sagara, which is also known as cosmic ocean, resting on a serpent, Adishesha, immersed in deep meditation. Some texts further proclaim that Mahāviṣṇu himself is none other than the Para Brahman, the absolute reality that transcends all dualities. As the Para Brahman, he is infinite, eternal, and formless. Brahmā Deva. Before cosmic creation, there was only Mahāviṣṇu resting upon the cosmic ocean. From his navel arose a lotus, and upon that lotus appeared Sri Brahmā Deva, who was entrusted with the task of shaping the worlds. Thus Mahāviṣṇu delegated to him the responsibility of creation. According to the Vishnu Purana, Bhagavata Purana and the Mahabharata, the calculations of the lifespans of the Sri Brahmā Deva, Lord Śiva and Mahāviṣṇu are described as follows. Calculation of lifespan of Brahmā Deva. First one, total time period of Satyuga equals to 17,28,000 human years. Second one, total time period of Treta Yuga is equals to 12,96,000 human years. Third one, total time period of Dwapara Yuga equals to 8,64,000 human years. And a fourth one, total time period of Kali Yuga is equals to 4,32,000 human years. So, total one cycle of all four yugas is equals to 43,20,000 human years. Such 1,000 cycles of four yugas is equals to 12 hours lifespan of Brahmā Deva, which is equals to one kalpa. There are two kalpa in one day. One day of Brahmā Deva is equals to 2 into 43,20,000 human years is equals to 864 crores human years. 1 year of Brahmā Deva is equals to 864 crores human years into 360 days for 1 year is equals to 3,11,040 crores human years or 3.1104 trillion human years. Total age of Brahmā Deva is 100 years is equals to 100 into 3,11,040 crores is equals to 3,11,04,000 crores, or which is also known as 311.04 trillion human years. Currently we are in the first day of Brahma's 51st year. 50 years of Brahma have already passed. So current age of Brahmā Deva is equals to 311.04 divided by 2 is equals to 155.52 trillion human years. It is prescribed by the peculiar Saṅkalpa Mantra, which is recited at the beginning of almost every Sanātana ritual, festival, puja, home or auspicious ceremony as given below. It is step-by-step explanation of Kalpa, Manvantara, Yuga, year, day, place, current year, month, tithi, nakshatra, place, gotra and name is filled. There are two parts in a Saṅkalpa Mantra. One is geotagging and another one is time tagging, which is as follows. Saṅkalpa Mantra. Adya Brahmane Dvitiya Pararde Sveta Varaha Kalpe Vaivasvata Manvantare Ashtavimshati Tame Kaliyuge Prathama Pade Jambudvipe Bharata Varshe Bharata Khande Meror Dakshina Parshve Ashmin Vartamana Vyavaharike Prabhavadi Shashti Samvatsaranam Madhe, which continues, and the current year, month, tithi, nakshatra, place, gotra and the name are filled in, which means we are in the Brahma's 51st year on the first day during the Sveta Varaha Kalpa in the Vaivasvata Manvantara in the first quarter of the Kali Yuga on Jambudvipa in a Bharata Varsha, Bharata Khanda on the southern side of the Mount Meru in the present human calendar time in this year of the 60-year cycle at this month, tithi, nakshatra, place and the family and I perform this ritual. It beautifully links cosmic time, planetary geography, human time, personal context, providing a complete framework for the ritual. According to the Skanda Purana and other Puranas, 6 Brahmas have completed their lifespans, and the present 7th Brahma, who is Shatananda, presided under the same Vishnu. Their names are Virinchi, Padmabhu, Svāyambhuva, Parameshti, Surajjeshta, Hemagarbha, Shatananda, who is the current Brahma, and the next Brahma will be Chaturmukha. Now we can calculate total time crossed by the 6th Brahma, 311.04 trillion human years into 6 Brahma. The 100-year lifespan of one Brahma is equals to 311.04 trillion human years. So 311.04 trillion human years into 6 Brahmas is equals to 1866.24 trillion human years. The time crossed by the present Brahma is equals to 311.04 trillion human years divided by 2 plus total years crossed by the Shvetavaraha Kalpa, which is equals to 155.52 trillion human years plus 197 crore 19 lakhs 61,691 human years, which is equals to 155.71 trillion human years. So the total time elapsed from the first Brahma to the present Brahma, which is equals to 1866.24 plus 155.71, which is equals to 2021.95 trillion human years. According to the following verse, the lifespan of Mahāviṣṇu and Śiva can be calculated. Brahma samvatsara shatadekaha shaiva uchate Śiva varshe shatadekam nimisham vaishnavam viduh, which means 1 year of Lord Śiva is equals to 100 years of Brahma. The 1 moment or minute of Mahāviṣṇu is equals to 100 into 101 equals to 10,100 years of Brahma. So viewers, calculate the lifespans of Śiva and Mahāviṣṇu for 100 years and comment below. The antiquity or the age of Para Brahman or the Sanātana Dharma can be considered to be at least about 155.71 trillion human years and up to approximately 2021.95 trillion human years or even beyond. For the eternality of Para Brahman is limitless and cannot be fully measured due to Mahāviṣṇu, Brahmā Deva and Lord Śiva are considered as the sons of Para Brahman. According to the Srimad Bhagavatam, the very first verse is as follows: Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadya Ashayato Noyad Itaratasha Chartashva Abhijñāhaswarat Tene Brahmahrada Ya Adikavaye Muhyanti Yat Suraya Tejo Vari Mradam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrsha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirastakuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. The above verse conveys the following 2 points. First one, the eternality of Para Brahman, the Supreme Personality from whom all beings are born and into whom all beings ultimately dissolve, who is omniscient, independent, and without beginning or end. Second one, Para Brahman, the first imparted the Vedic knowledge to the Brahmā Deva, making him the primary teacher of the Vedas and the principles of Sanātana Dharma. Here Para Brahman is regarded as the first teacher of Sanātana Dharma. The Para Brahman is regarded as the first teacher of the Vedas and the Dharma of righteousness to the Brahmā Deva. He is unborn, eternal, and without beginning or end. Thus, it can be concluded that Sanātana Dharma originates with his manifestation and he is revered as its eternal source, since both Sanātana Dharma and the Para Brahman are beginningless and everlasting. Birth of Lord Śiva. According to the Śiva Purana and Linga Purana, before the creation of the worlds, Brahmā Deva immersed himself in a deep meditation, which means tapas, for many years. From the power of his mind, he brought forth his Manasaputras, the sons born of thought alone. Among these illustrious sages were Maharshi Atri, Maharshi Pṛthu, Maharshi Bhrigu, Prācetasas, Svāyambhuva Manu, Maharshi Pulaha, Maharshi Vasishta, Maharshi Angirasa, Maharshi Pulastya, Maharshi Marichi, Dakṣa Prajāpati, and wandering Devarushi Narada. And the 4 Kumaras, namely Sanaka, Sanātana, Sanandana, and Sanat Kumara. The 4 Kumaras, devoted to eternal celibacy, choose a life of wandering, ever youthful and detached, embodying the purest ideals of asceticism. Brahma requests the 4 Kumaras to assist in the act of universe creation, but they refused, choosing instead a life of renunciation and meditation. From Brahma's frustration, his tapas took fiery form and manifested as a Rudra, which means Śiva, embodying the Tamoguna, who emerged from Brahma's forehead. Rudra later generated 11 forms of himself, the Ekadasha Rudras, yet they too could not create mortal beings. Realizing this, Brahma understood that creation belongs to him alone and preservation to Vishnu and dissolution to Śiva, thus establishing the cosmic functions of eternal Trimurtis. Svāyambhuva Manu. According to the Manusmrti, Manurvai Svāyambhuva Nama Pratamaha Prajāpati, which means Svāyambhuva Manu, born from Brahma, was the first lawgiver for mankind. From Brahma came Svāyambhuva Manu and his wife Shatarupa. Together they were the first couple of the human race and become the progenitors of mankind. The word Manu itself is the root for human being. Thus Svāyambhuva is seen as archetypal father of humanity. They had 5 children, 2 sons and 3 daughters. First one, Priyavrata. Second one, Akuti. Third one, Prasuti. Fourth one, Devahuti. Fifth one, Uttanapada. First king, Priyavrata. According to the Srimad Bhagavatam, from the young age, Priyavrata was deeply devoted to spiritual practices under the guidance of Sage Narada. He attained profound spiritual knowledge and was inclined towards renunciation. However, his father Svāyambhuva Manu wished for him to assume the responsibilities of ruling the universe. Despite his reluctance, Priyavrata was persuaded by Lord Brahma, who descended from Satyaloka, to personally request him to take up the role of emperor of the entire universe. Brahmā Deva requests as follows: O noble one, it is your dharma to rule. Governance is not against spirituality. If done as yajna, which means sacrifice, you must balance the tapas and rajya, which means asceticism and the rulership. He accepted the throne. Upon accepting his duties, Priyavrata implemented significant changes to cosmic structure. He once saw the sun god, who illuminating only half of the world at the time. Thinking it unfair, Priyavrata resolved. He circled the earth 7 times with his own celestial chariot as radiant as the sun itself, and each revolution created one continent. Totally 7 continents or Saptadvipas created. Thus the Puranas says that the division of the world into 7 continents was caused by Priyavrata's divine chariot wheels. He assigned each continent to one of his sons, thereby establishing a well-organized governance system. Additionally, he marked boundaries at rivers, 7 oceans, and the edges of mountains and forests to prevent disputes and ensure orderly administration, which are today's geographical features of Earth. Despite his royal duties, Priyavrata maintained a strong spiritual focus. He is considered a Rajarshi, which means sagely king, or saintly king, which means Maharshi as well as king, exemplifying how one can live a life of devotion and righteousness while fulfilling worldly responsibilities. His story serves as an inspiration for balancing material duties with a spiritual growth. He spent his last days in meditation, attaining liberation, which means moksha. Priyavrata married Bharishmati, the daughter of Vishwakarma. Totally, he had 13 sons. The 7 islands or dvipas of earth, which are Jambudvipa, Lakshadvipa, Shalmali Dvipa, Kushadvipa, Kraunchadvipa, Shakadvipa, and Pushkaradvipa, were ruled by the 7 sons of Priyavrata as follows: Agnidra ruled Jambudvipa, Idmajihva, Lakshadvipa, Yajnabahu, Shalmali Dvipa, Hiranyaretas, Kushadvipa, Grataprastha, Kraunchadvipa, Medathiti, Shakadvipa, Vitihotra, Pushkaradvipa. His 3 other sons, Kavi, Mahavira, and Savana, lived in complete celibacy, devoted to spiritual life. In addition, 3 more sons, Uttama, Tamasa, and Raivata, become Manus, each presiding over one Manvantara millennium, which means cosmic age of Manu. Uttama is 3rd Manu, Tamasa 4th Manu, Raivata is 5th Manu. One of the Priyavrata's daughter, Urjashwati, was married to Shukracharya, who is the son of Maharshi Bhrigu and the preceptor of the Asuras. From this union was born Devayani, who later played a significant role in the Mahabharata as the wife of King Yayati. Devayani married Yayati. Next daughter, Akuti. Akuti was a beloved daughter of Svāyambhuva Manu and Shatarupa. When she came of age, she was married to Dakṣa Prajāpati, one of the Brahma's mind-born son, a noble sage. From their union were born two children, a son and a daughter. First one, Yajna, the son of Akuti. Yajna was an incarnation of Lord Vishnu who appeared in the very first Manvantara. He symbolizes the principle of ritual sacrifice offered to the divine. During Svāyambhuva Manu's reign, Yajna assumed the role of Indra, the king of the gods. In that age, when powerful asuras rose to challenge the Devas, Yajna defeated them and restored the balance to the universe, and showing that sacrifice and dharma are the true protectors of cosmic order. Second one, Dakṣina, the daughter of Akuti. Dakṣina was the divine embodiment of generosity and offering, the spirit without which no yajna or sacrifice is complete. She symbolizes the spirit of giving that sanctifies and fulfills every act of sacrifice. Third daughter, Prasuti. Prasuti, the youngest daughter of Svāyambhuva Manu, became the wife of Dakṣa Prajāpati through her many daughters, especially Sati, who married Lord Śiva, Aditi and Diti, who married Maharshi Kashyapa. She became the ancestress of gods, demons, and many divine qualities. The story of Sati is closely tied to her father Daksha's Yajna episode, which transformed the cosmic relationship between Śiva and Shakti forever. Another daughter, Murti, was given in marriage to Dharma and gave birth to the twin sages Nara and Narayana, Maharshi Nara and Narayana, great incarnations of divine righteousness and tapas. Fourth daughter, Devahuti, the daughter of Svāyambhuva Manu, married Kardama Prajāpati and served him with humanity and devotion. She became the mother of Maharshi Kapila, an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, as well as several daughters. Receiving divine wisdom from her own son Kapila, she attained liberation. Among her daughters, first one, Kala. Kala was married to Marichi and became the mother of Kashyapa, the great progenitor of Devas, Asuras, and all beings, and a daughter named Purnima. Second one, Anasuya. Anasuya was married to Maharshi Atri and became the mother of Soma, which means the moon god, Dattatreya, which is the combined incarnation of Trimurtis, and the Durvasa, the fiery sage. Through Soma, the genealogy continued under the line of Maharshi Atri, giving rise to the illustrious lunar dynasty, that is Chandravamsha. Fifth son, Uttanapada. Uttanapada, the son of Svāyambhuva Manu, he inherited the responsibilities of ruling over the earth, upholding dharma, and caring for his people. He had two wives. First one, Suruchi, a beautiful and proud, and the mother of Uttama. Second one, Suniti, who is gentle and virtuous, the mother of Dhruva. Because of his attachment to Suruchi, Uttanapada often neglected Suniti and her son Dhruva. This partiality sets the stage for the famous Dhruva story. When little Dhruva once tried to sit on his father's lap, Suruchi harshly scolded him, saying, "Only the son born of me has the right to sit on the king's lap. If you wish for such honor, you must worship Lord Vishnu and be born again from my womb." Hurt and weeping, Dhruva ran to his mother, Suniti. She consoled him and advised, "Do not be angry, my son. Only Lord Vishnu can bless you with the highest place." Determined, the 5-year-old Dhruva left the palace and went into the forest to perform tapas. Guided by Devrishi Narada, he meditated deeply on Lord Vishnu with one-pointed devotion. Pleased, Vishnu appeared before him and granted him the Dhruva Pada, the eternal place in the heaven as the Dhruva Nakshatra, that is pole star, shining forever as a symbol of steadfast devotion. After returning from the forest, Dhruva married Shambhu and had two sons, Bhavya and Sishti. Sishti married Suchaya and they had 5 sons, Ripu, Ripunjaya, Vipra, Rakala, and Rakatejas. Among them, Ripu married Brahati and their son was Chakshusha. Chakshusha married Pushkarini, also called Virani, and they became the parents of Chakshusha Manu, the 6th Manu of the creation. Later, Chakshusha Manu married Nadvala, the daughter of Vairaja Prajapati. From their union were born 12 illustrious sons were as follows: Abhimanyu, Sudyumna, Athirata, Agnistu or Agnistoma, Shuchi, Satyavak, Tapasvi, Shatadyumna, Uru, Kuru, Puru, and Ulmuka. Kuru, the son of Chakshusha Manu, married Atreyi, also called Agneyi. From this union were born 7 sons: Shibi, Gaya, Angirasa, Kratu, Swati, Sumanas, and Anga. Later, Anga married Sunitha, and they had a son named Vena. From Vena came forth Nishada and Pṛthu. Pṛthu was an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, who became the first consecrated king on earth and established true kingship, which is Raja Dharma. His father, King Vena, was cruel and arrogant. He stopped all yajnas and disrespected the sages, angered the sages, killed him with their mantras. From Vena's body emerged 2 forms. First one, Nishada, born from his left side, considered the ancestor of the Nishada tribe, and the second one, Pṛthu, born from his right arm, glowing with the divine energy, recognized as a Shaktavesha avatar of Lord Vishnu. The sages crowned Pṛthu as the first consecrated king on the earth. Until then, the people lived in disorder with no organized kingdom or agriculture. Pṛthu established the system of Raja Dharma, the duties of kingship. First one, protecting the people. Second one, punishing the wicked. Third one, promoting yajnas and dharma. Thus, he became the model king. During Pṛthu's reign, the earth, which means Bhumi Devi, withheld her bounty due to the sins of Vena. Seeing his people starving, Pṛthu pursued the earth, determined to bring her under control. At his request, she allowed herself to be milked. The earth then yielded grains, herbs, and wealth to sustain humanity. From that time onwards, she came to be known as Prithvi, the daughter of Pṛthu. Pṛthu also organized agriculture, trade, and social order, and was praised as a universal emperor, which means Chakravardhin. Pṛthu performed a great Ashwamedha Yajna, which means horse sacrifice. Indra, the king of gods, grew jealous of Pṛthu's rising glory. Disguised Indra tried to disrupt the sacrifice and steal the horse. Pṛthu at first wished to strike Indra down, but the sages calmed him, reminding him that the forgiveness is higher virtue than anger. Thus, Pṛthu displayed Kshama, which means forbearance, and proving his greatness. Pṛthu married Archi, and they had 5 sons: Palita, Magadha, Suta, Vadi, and Antardhana. In time, he handed the responsibilities of ruling the earth to Antardhana, and with Archi retired to the forest. There he practiced austerities and meditated on Lord Vishnu, finally attaining the moksha, which means the liberation. Antardhana, the son of King Pṛthu and Archi, preferred a life of devotion and detachment. He married Sikandini and became the father of Havirdhana. Thus, while Pṛthu established Rajadharma, which means the duties of kingship, his son connected kingship with yajna and spiritual continuity. Havirdhana. He was the son of Antardhana and Sikandini. His name means the sustainer of sacrificial offerings, which means Havis, reflecting his role in connecting kingship with yajna. While his father leaned towards renunciation, Havirdhana upheld a balance, fulfilling the duties of a king while ensuring that the sacrifice and the dharma continued without interruption. Havirdhana married Dishana from the family of Agni Deva, and they had 6 sons: Ajina, Vraja, Krishna, Gaya, Shukra, and Prachīnabarhiṣ. He was the son of Havirdhana and Dishana. His name means he who spread barhis, which means sacrificial darba or kusha grass eastwards. a reference to his deep devotion to yajna, which means sacrifice. He performed countless sacrifices which earned him this name. Prachīnabarhiṣ married Savarna, also called Shatadruti, the daughter of the ocean god, which means Samudra. Their union produced 10 sons, collectively known as Prācetasas, who become renowned as masters of archery and great devotees of Lord Vishnu. Prācetasas. The Prācetasas, guided by their father Prachīnabarhiṣ, wished to contribute to the universe through the creation. They entered the ocean and performed deep austerities for 10,000 years, practicing penance while submerged in water and meditating upon Lord Vishnu. Pleased with their devotion, Lord Vishnu appeared before them, blessed them with the divine powers, and assured them that through their lineage the world would flourish. He also gifted them the Dasharna region of Bharatavarsha or Indian subcontinent as their domain. This region is in between Betwa and Dashana rivers. After their penance, there are two groups in 10 Prācetasas. First one of the Prācetasas married Marisha, daughter of Kandurusi and the Apsara from Locha. From their union was born Dakṣa, which is the reborn of the Dakṣa Prajāpati. Dakṣa later married Asikni, through whom he begot the Haryashvas and Shabalashvas, thereby restarting creation and producing countless beings, which includes Devas, Asuras, humans, animals, and more. Second one, another Prācetasa, which is 10th Prācetasa, married Karshani, and from this union was born Maharshi Vālmīki, who is previously known as Ratnakara, the great Maharshi and poet who composed the great epic Ramayana. Hence Maharshi Vālmīki is regarded as the descendant of Brahmā Deva, with the Brahma revered as the Supreme Ancestor of Maharshi Vālmīki. So, the Prachīnabarhiṣ is the grandfather of Maharshi Vālmīki, Prācetasa is the father of Maharshi Vālmīki, and Karshani is the mother of Maharshi Vālmīki. Dear viewers, please comment some more names of Maharshi Vālmīki and the locations of his hermitages. Thank you.